You're watching Explore Tulsa.
Being an entrepreneur, I think, is just in my blood. I've got a long line of relatives who were always business owners, and it's always, I think, been the end game for me to work for myself. I didn't know what that was going to look like, though, and so it's interesting that it looks like this, but I wouldn't change it. It's a lot of fun. You know, I have been an avid networker in Tulsa since my husband and I moved here. We don't have natural relationships here. We're not from here. So networking and getting involved in the community was really important to us. And I got connected with my business partner, Brent Nicholson. And whenever we got hooked up, we figured out that he's got a table that's not doing what it's supposed to do. And I've got the design and the inspiration and the will to make the table do the things that it should do. And that's just kind of how that came about. It was, I call it an entrepreneurial fairy tale because it just came out of nowhere. We're very focused and very driven and motivated by the same goals. So we just work on achieving them and knocking them out together, and it's beautiful. I saw a blank canvas. I love being able to come into a space, and for me, this is my design studio. You know, it's dirty, it's greasy, you don't wear nice clothes here. If you come here, you're gonna be sure to get a stain or 2 or 10 on you by the time you leave. But I wouldn't change that. I love the fact that I get to come in here. Most people would look like, that's just a sheet of metal. You know, I take that and I turn it into art and things that people want in their home. And I had no idea that that's what I love doing, but I love doing it. I love having a space where people feel comforted and invited and warmed and motivated and inspired. And so I saw the opportunity to take this metal and turn it into inspirational pieces for your home. At Gardenia Mercantile, we say for the mind, heart, and home. That's what we're about, is making sure that whenever you are in any space with walls, that you are feeling motivated or encouraged or comforted, whatever you need at that time. We like to play a part in that. When we first started out, we were making just different signs, you know, with sweet little sayings on them or custom signs for your home. And now, as I've gotten more comfortable with the equipment and more, I'm just snuggled up into my creative side, I'm making anything and everything. I have these sweet little designs. Anything that you want to say, anything that you're trying to accomplish in your space, we can help you create that. If you've got a nursery and you are bringing a princess into the world, we have all kinds of sweet princesses, castles. If you've got a slugger, we've got baseball. If you are trying to turn your dining room into that space where everyone feels welcomed, we have all of your signage that will do that. If your home is where you gather, that's what we help create the feeling of. We are tackling the metal. It's going phenomenally well. We're so thankful for everyone's support and seeing what we make and thinking, I need that for my home, or I need that as a gift for someone. We say it with a sign. Whatever you're trying to say to someone, say it with a sign. If it's you want to marry someone, will you marry me? I loved the fact that I was able to make gifts for people for Valentine's Day to give to their loved one and them open up and see a sign that says, will you marry me? I mean, how precious is that? And I got to be a part of that story. I mean, it gives me chills just thinking about it. So, who knows? Right now, we're in love with metal, and we'll always be in love with metal. But in the future, who knows? You just can't tell.